Steve Tisch and John Mara had a phone conversation. Okay, John from the office, Steve Tisch from, I believe, probably West Coast, I would imagine. They had a phone conversation, and in that conversation, it was agreed upon that they were going to and needed to make a change at the head coach position, not at the general manager position, but at the head coach position. John Mara and called Joe Schoen into his office and said, "This is what we are doing. You're staying. Brian Daboll is leaving." And Mike Kafka is going to be the interim head coach. That was a decision made by ownership. Okay, so anyone who says Joe Schoen won a power struggle here, Joe Schoen did not fire Brian Daboll. The owners fired Brian Daboll. After that, um, John Mara and with Steve Tisch on the line, called in Brian Daboll and informed him they were making a move and he was no longer going to be the Giants head coach. This is the harsh reality of it. And then the Giants had a regularly scheduled 1 p.m. team meeting. At that team meeting, Joe Schoen led the meeting and announced to the team that there was a coaching change and Brian Daboll was no longer the head coach and Mike Kafka was now the interim head coach. Mike Kafka then spoke to the team for the first time as the head coach. From what I understand, he said it was a very difficult day, that he was there because of Brian Daboll. Many of the players were there because of Brian Daboll, bringing them in and coaching them and things like that. They had to move on. There was great opportunity in these last 7 games, and they had to stick together.